Challenging times indeed. You know, Laura, one guy who always seems to make everybody happy because he's just a great guy. That's that Matt Wintz.
Yeah, I can tell. It's that laugh. That laugh he has is contagious. The kids, I gotta say, the kids make it even better. I'm sorry. They're just too cute.
You know, sometimes they are, Laura. That's usually just when they're on TV. Behind the scenes, they are a train wreck, I'm telling you. But we are trying to perfect that so they can function in society one day. But, guys, there's a lot going on weather-wise. I know it really doesn't seem like it. We've got just the clouds hanging around today, but a very active pattern kind of taking shape over the weekend, and it all relies on the tropics. So we'll detail that in a second. But first of all, we'll talk temperatures. Look at the 70s across the majority of northeast Ohio. We've got a couple ladies on there, Akron and Canton. But the humidity is really where the difference maker is. It is tropical in Canton, down in areas near Millersburg, Dover, New Philly. Dew points in the 70s right now. Meanwhile, our lakeshore counties, we've got dew points in the 50s and 60s, so it's much more comfortable the further north you get. And where that dividing line is, that's where the boundary is. And that boundary is a cold front that is bringing in the drier air from the north. It's meeting up with a warm, moist air from the south. And we're still seeing some pretty decent downpours, areas of Tuscarawas County and Carroll County as well. Those will continue overnight tonight before finally sinking down to the south. But look at all the rain down in the Ohio Valley. This is much needed. That whole area has been in a drought as well. We've got drier air that's going to protect our northern tier counties, including greater Cleveland here tonight, from any of that rain arriving, because high and low pressure off to the north are bringing in that dry air. But the active pattern continues. The weekend system out towards the west, you see it in areas of Kansas, you'd say that has no chance of hitting us. But what's going to happen? That thing is going to meander its way down through Tennessee and come back at us over the course of your Saturday and Sunday, and that'll bring us some rainfall. The final thing to throw together in this is Tropical Storm Isaias, which is out near San Juan right now. That is going to head up the East Coast first. Everything waits for tropical systems, and once that goes by, our weekend system will move through. We'll kind of dumb it down here in the near term, make it easy to understand. National Design hour-by-hour forecast. You can see the showers hanging around our southern communities tonight. I think Friday is going to be beautiful across all of northern Ohio. I think we'll squeak out some sunshine eventually after lingering clouds, but we shouldn't get any rain on Friday. It's Saturday that things start to change as we bring in that system from the south. This is the latest drought monitor just released this morning. 84% of the state of Ohio is in an abnormally dry state, 37 in a moderate drought right now. Those numbers are up from last week. An early look at the weekend rainfall. Look at the potential, not the exact location of this. We could be picking up a widespread half-inch to perhaps a couple inches of rain if things go right. So much needed, but the timing isn't great. Universal Windows Direct 7-day forecast. There's that weekend rain. I think Saturday's dry until later in the day. Sunday, we deal with some rain mainly early. And then next week, Russ, still looking at almost a fall-like pattern. We'll have highs in the 70s, maybe some lows in the 50s. So kind of the light at the end of the tunnel, Russ.
For the first week of August. How about that? All right, Matt, thanks a lot. We'll see you later.